Good evening and welcome to Look North. Our top story tonight. Well, an investigation found the gas company were not at fault over the fractured pipe. Also tonight, good evening and thanks for your company. A family from Halifax are campaigning for a change in the law after a gas explosion destroyed their house and left them with life-changing injuries. In December 2020, a cracked mains pipe on Green Lane in Illingworth led to a huge explosion in the home of Liam and Gwen McLaughlin. An investigation found that Northern Gas Networks, who were responsible for the pipe, had committed no wrongdoing. But the family say gas companies must be held accountable and have started a petition to try and change the law. Nicola Rees reports. You're watching Wednesday's Look North. Still to come on tonight's programme. Well, over the last few years, Yorkshire's restaurants and cafes have been hit first by Brexit, then by COVID, and finally by the cost of living crisis. Despite a slight drop in food inflation figures this week, UK hospitality say the industry across the region faces tough times ahead. NJ Convery reports. The jury will resume its deliberations after Easter in the trial of a man accused of the murder of a West Yorkshire police officer. Major disruption is expected on the rail network from this weekend. It's as Huddersfield rail passengers are facing 10 days of disruption due to engineering works. In May, we get the chance to vote for region-wide mayors in South, West and North Yorkshire and the East Midlands. And ahead of those elections, BBC Yorkshire will host 3 special programmes and we'd love you to get involved. Whether it's Now, of course, this month marks the 40th anniversary of the year-long miners' strike, when more than half of the country's 187,000 miners took part in the biggest industrial dispute in post-war Britain. But in Nottinghamshire, many carried on working, leaving whole towns divided. Dave Edwards from Worksop was a shaftsman at Thoresby Colliery, where miners voted against the strike. Here's his story. Next tonight, a North Yorkshire lollipop man is asking drivers to be patient and slow down while out on the school run. Lollipop Bob says he's received abuse from motorists as he helps children across the road outside Richard Taylor Primary in Harrogate. The neighbourhood policing team have now begun targeting speeding drivers near the school. Louise Fuster has been to meet him. Wise words from Bob there. Now, the story of The Little Mermaid is well known, but have you ever wondered what happened to some of the other characters? Well, an award-winning musical parody will take to the stage in Bradford and York that will tell the story of Ursula, the sea witch. It's called Unfortunate, and straight off the back of a 10-week run in the West End in London, it's going on tour. Now, we're joined this evening by Robin, terrified of her as a child. I used to check under my bed every night. The lack of role for those women.
Absolutely.
From a young age. What inspired you? Easter weekend means sport, so let's have some. I'm afraid tonight's Speedway between Sheffield Tigers and Oxford is off because of the rain, but no such problem for our other Tigers, Castleford. And Oggy is there. Looks like a fun night. Right, it's the Easter weekend.